Foundation completely deals with one very simple motto to help people develop and build their communication skills and to be so strong enough in their communication that they can deal with any critical situation and any critical problem that come across their way. Communication is something that is a very important part of our life, and somewhere or the other there are several opportunities. Try and understand this thing in a deeper way. There are numerous opportunities that people lack or that go out of their hand because they fall short in communication and they do not have the courage to go and speak up for themselves. Be it an interview, be it a workplace, be it a student, maybe an unemployed person, or any corporate sector. Anywhere you go, talking to someone or communicating with someone is very, very important. Employment Foundation completely deals with this category only. So, the first topic that we are going to understand today is something related to the layer, the foundation. Now, foundation, if you look at the term on the screen over here, foundation is the base of something. Foundation means it is the root of any particular cause, of any particular thing, maybe your daily agenda, maybe your daily targets, or maybe your goals. So, foundation is the base of everything. If you can see the image on the screen right now, the image clearly shows the steps that are required to lay the foundation of a building or of an architecture. Now imagine a building foundation as the foundation to your life. Connect like a building cannot be made in one day. The foundation of your life, a very strong one, cannot be made in one day. A good and a positive lifestyle requires a good foundation. Similarly, for a strong communication, you require some steps, some strong base and foundation that helps you initially reach the stage of a advanced level of communication and a communication where there is no fear at all and you can speak your heart out. In this chapter, we are going to understand the different layers of foundation which are very important for a strong communication. So, layer means again steps. I would like to simplify it a bit more for you. Steps you can think of as baby steps. For example, when a baby is born, the baby does not start speaking from mother's womb. The baby is born, and then the first thing the baby does is to observe the certain things, what the baby is seeing or the child is seeing in front of his or her eyes. So, the very first step is what you are seeing. Similarly, the layer of foundation starts with vocabulary of English. So, everybody knows the alphabetical order A to Z. So, if there was no alphabetical order A to Z, English would have not been existed today. So, the very first layer is to understand the alphabetical order and to start developing one letter, two letter, three letter, and so words. Words which are also called as vocabulary. Then, with the help of vocabulary, you start observing those words, you respond to them, adapt those words, and start speaking them in the environment that you are involved into. It could be your home, it could be your workplace, it could be your study area, it could be your school, any zone where you are trying to have a conversation or where you are trying to come up with someone with something. So, anywhere, wherever you go and you want to speak in English, the very first step is the words, the vocabulary. The second step is how you are going to adapt those words and practice them by forming different sentences and sentences leading to variety of sentences. So we all have come aware of this term, which is very common nowadays. You speak normal English and one English is advanced English. So that is where the point number 7 comes over here, variety of terms. So if I am speaking repetitive English, and I am constantly speaking the same words. So, what am I doing? I'm speaking normal English, which everybody knows, and we are taught in school also. But when I speak variety, same words spoken with several ways and numerous directions taken, then I become an advanced speaker. So I need to buckle up myself from the first layer of understanding simplest vocabulary to taking the simplest vocabulary to the advanced level and different formations of sentences. So the more you start with the easier steps, the beginner part, the advanced level becomes more understanding and less complicated for you. Similarly, the eighth layer of the foundation is smart usage of expression. It is very important for you to understand how and when you want to speak with someone by smartly responding to that particular person. Your speaking should be detail oriented. That's what is called a good communication. Communication not only requires you to be a good speaker, but it also requires you to be a good listener. So if you are a good listener, you can be good responser also. So somebody who can listen and respond well. So that requires a detailed orientation. It means it should have a curiosity within you to understand what the opposite person is talking to you about, and parallelly trying to get involved in variety of conversations with that person to come up with a fluent communication pattern. You should have the passion and the willpower to come up with this layer of foundation. See, this is something that does not happen in one day or one night. It is not that easy also. To reach the level of a fluent communication, you should have a layer in your mind, and this is what the layer will help you. So start your strong communication step with vocabulary building and development. If you have strong vocabs with you, if you understand what you are speaking, that is the only way how you can become a good communicator and how you can form good and healthy sentences.
So, in this chapter, you have understood how to develop strong communication by using different layers. In the next video, I'm going to come up with chapter 2, which will help you with the levels of communication and with useful examples. Stay tuned. For more such informative videos and free English classes, contact or email me on this number and ID.